Hello, this is Tetris for Nintendo running a ROM hack called the NES Tetris Nostalgic ROMhack by CANdiman, whose info you can see they have inserted into the title screen. I did that wrong. So, we've still got the normal NES Tetris music and game types and level select and all that, but you've got this basically just a different background. It's all doesn't change the way it plays or anything. So the reason why I am using this, actually the reason why I even went and got a Tetris cartridge, NES cartridge off eBay and dumped it with my Sony Cart Reader V5 is because, well, I'd been avoiding playing NES Tetris because when you make a Tetris, which it's not looking like I'm likely to do at this rate, the screen flashes. There's a yellow strobing effect, and it's not very good if you have eyeballs that are sometimes photosensitive because you don't get enough sleep and you're kind of an idiot like that, like I am. And, you can get migraines and stuff that way. At least I can. I don't want to get migraines. Migraines kind of blow. So I was trying to play like the Game Boy Tetris and so forth. Which is a pretty good game and all, but it just doesn't have the nice, shiny, colorful blocks that change colors into all these beautiful colors like NES Tetris does. Well, I'm not gonna get anything down there for a long time because there's just that huge strip. Oh, this blows. Oh, this is the worst game of Tetris that's ever been played. Oh no, that's not helping. Okay, I can get out of this. I'm not really getting the blocks I would have picked. Oh boy. I cleared a line, that's progress. Uh-oh. Oh. Alright, let's, that's not good. Let's just get one Tetris to show the people at home what I'm talking about with the flashy. Well, except you won't exactly see it, hopefully, that's the whole point. That was kind of not a good play there. Because nobody has done a flash reduction mod. That would be sweet if somebody wanted to do that. But CANdiman has maybe inadvertently kind of done the next best thing. If I can just get... Oh, here... Okay, so watch what happens when we get this Tetris. So you saw that kind of strobing effect, right? But it was only a little bit on the... just a few little pixels here and there, right? So I noticed, I kept going back to NES Tetris like videos of it and thinking, man, those blocks look so sweet. I just want to play that version, but I can't because it strobes yellow. The screen goes stroby yellow when you get a Tetris. And I don't want strobes. But what I finally noticed, and I think I had seen some of these. I've been looking up ROM hacks, and I looked up some for Tetris eventually, and saw that there were this cool Starry Night one. It finally occurred to me that I noticed that what strobes is not just a full screen strobe. It's not even sort of sections of the screen per se. It's the color. It's a certain color gray that changes to yellow. That's what the strobe is. So in the normal unhacked Tetris NES background, It's just this kind of abstract, it's like a series of sort of interlocking gray plates or something, kind of a sci-fi looking thing, really. Sort of weird if you think about it, like where did they come up with that? But, I mean, obviously it worked, it wasn't distracting from playing the game, and millions of people thought it was cool, or not uncool enough that they didn't, so there it was again. So it's just that gray color that strobes. So because this background by CANdiman incorporates very little gray, you see he's sort of shaved down the gray area, so it's really just this sort of little brick wall pattern on the sides of the block chute here, as I guess I could call it. I'm sure that's not the proper name. The block chute, on the sides of the block chute. That's where there's a little gray and little brick pattern, and then some gray here and there. I think it's the dark gray specifically. But that's about it. So when that strobe occurs, when the game is told, okay, somebody got a Tetris, so what we do when somebody gets a Tetris is we swap out that one gray. I just screwed that up for yellow or whatever. It doesn't have a whole lot of gray to swap. So there isn't actually that much flashing that goes on, because there isn't that much gray. So that's good news for me, so I thought, well, heck, if that's the way it's doing it, then maybe I can play this thing and it won't irritate my dumb old eyeballs. And, yeah, it seems to be working just dandy. So, thank you to the CANdiman. I don't think he uses the they, it's just CANdiman. I guess it could be, we could assume they go by he since their name is CANdiman. Or their nom de hack is CANdiman. So yeah. So now I can play NES Tetris. Look at these, I mean, the colors they came up with. And I guess it's like an algorithm, because you can even, there's a YouTube video I looked at a while back now, where somebody got such a high score, I forget how big a score you need, or they cleared, no, it was lines to clear specifically, because the colors change every 10 lines, right? So they cleared enough lines that eventually they reached a color combination calculated by this algorithm that makes the colors, because Nintendo didn't program in a fixed, series of palettes. They just made an algorithm that changes the game's, color slots around sort of based on math. And it's, cycling through, numbers basically to come up with different sets of colors, just kind of on the fly, which is super cool, and they usually look pretty neat. But eventually the algorithm kind of breaks for some reason. There's some flaw in the math once you go far enough. And you get to a stage where you can't really see the blocks anymore because the colors are all screwed up. I think that's pretty sweet. But you have to be like, you have to be a Tetris whiz to get that far. And not too many people ever see that, except now you can see it through the power of YouTube. If you search for it, I don't know what the video was. I will have a link to the romhacking.net page for this NES Tetris Nostalgic ROMhack that I'm using here, in case you would like to try that out with your Tetris ROM. I recommend it. I think it's cool. It saves my eyeballs, which I am all for. I also just kind of like it anyway. I mean, who doesn't like an onion dome under a starry sky? Starry sky? There's even a little moon up there, kind of looking like a Death Star. And I think maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure why it's called Nostalgic, but if I had to guess, why would I have to, unless somebody weirdly put a gun to my head about it, but I'm gonna guess. Because what this background kind of looks like is the background to the Famicom version of Tetris. Not the NES one that we got in the States, but the one that came out for Famicom a year earlier. That's Famicom is the Japanese version of the NES. So they got Tetris a year earlier, but it is not this version of Tetris that we got. It was totally different Tetris. It wasn't, so this NES version that we got in the West was programmed by Nintendo. The version that came out a year before for the Famicom was not programmed by Nintendo. It was programmed by, what's their name? Bulletproof Software, which was, Hank what's-his-face, the guy who basically was the business partner of Alexei Pajnikov, I can't remember any names, who invented Tetris. They were business partners. He had his own, Hank Rogers, is that it? He was like Danish or something. I can't remember anything. Anyway, he was some European extraction. He had his own software company, and so he went ahead and had them make a version of Tetris for the NES. It wasn't programmed in assembly language like Nintendo would do the next year. So this version that we got in the West is Nintendo. They programmed it in assembly, which is pretty efficient for the processor, and that's why it runs so nice. The Bulletproof Software version that Japan got for the Famicom was made by Bulletproof Software, not in assembly. I think it was in C, the C programming language, so it wasn't quite as efficient just because it wasn't assembly or machine language or something. And it's got different rules and totally different, I mean, it's a totally different game. Different rules. It doesn't have a way to, wait, what was it? Oh yeah, it doesn't have a soft drop, so you can't like move blocks down line by line. You can only either drop them down, all at once, or you just have to sit there and watch them descend. So that's pretty weird. Also, the graphics just aren't as nice, and but the background in that game is very much like this one. It's not a starry sky, I don't think, but it is an onion dome. Oops. Well, that's always the way, isn't it? So yeah, I think maybe CANdiman called this nostalgic because it's reminiscent of that. Well, not that we in the West would have nostalgia for that, so actually I don't know why he called it nostalgic. Maybe he first played Tetris beneath an onion dome on a clear night with a full moon. Don't ask me, I didn't. Shoot. So while I was testing this stuff out this morning, just compulsively playing as this game tends to make me do, I got 99 lines, which sort of startled me. Well, that would have been the one to put on I'm not going to get anywhere close to 99 lines. Now, am I still going to get a little rocket? No, I get nothing. Gosh dang it. I couldn't believe I got 99 lines. It's like, man. So this ROM hack also incorporates another ROM hack. You saw on the title screen, maybe it said below the big Tetris logo, where CANdiman had put some text in. It said something about statistics mod or something. So I think that's the that little banner in the left side, the middle left side there, where it shows 4 rows of increasing numbers of square blocks with numbers beneath them. So that basically shows that I cleared 44. I had 44 one-row clears, you know, where I just cleared a single row at a time. Then there was 15 occasions where I cleared 2 rows at a time, 3 where I got a triple, and 3 where I got a Tetris, which is clearing 4 lines at once. So that's kind of, I don't know, like, that's not really info that I need, but I guess somebody likes it, so that's there. Oh yeah, that reminds me, so I was about to call these things squares, you know, like the Tetris, the Tetraminos or whatever. So this game doesn't actually save, so I don't know why I would... There, I screwed that up. Dang it, you have to hit start. Weird Nintendo. So you notice this I-beam, for instance. Now when I rotate this, it's about the same height and width, right? And notice that block that's rotating around there, that's the same height and width, that one square. So these are squares. But I'm specifically running, this is in the Mesen emulator that I'm running this ROM that I dumped and then applied the ROMhack to. And Mesen is very good about having aspect ratio options. So I'm currently using the no stretching aspect ratio, which means that it's mapping the game's pixels to basically computer-style pixels, which are the same height and width, so they're perfectly square, right? We're used to perfectly square pixels on PCs, modern PCs, HD PCs, and so forth. But if you, that was not, you know, back when the Nintendo Tetris came out in, what was that, 89 that said on the title screen, whatever it was. Nobody had HD monitors with perfectly square pixels. They had, in the West, they had, and in Japan, they had NTSC CRT monitors. And in NTSC, although the pixels look pretty square, they're not. They're slightly wider than they are tall in NTSC. So any old, you know, pre-HD console was not made for square pixels. It was either made for NTSC pixels, which are, I think they're like a ratio of 10 to 9, like 10 wide versus 9 high, so they're slightly wider than they are tall. Something like that. Or for PAL in Europe, of course, and then some areas of South America and so forth had the PAL standard, which had even wider pixels. I'm not sure what the aspect ratio is. Actually, hang on. I think Mesen's aspect ratio menu says, yeah, well, it says NTSC is 8:7, so maybe I was a bit off, and it says PAL is 11:8, so that's even wider, you know, 8 width, 8 height, or 11 width to 8 height for every single pixel, so that's a wider pixel than NTSC, which it says is 8:7. Yeah, it says 8.7 par for NTSC, and I think that probably stands for pixel aspect ratio or something. That's not screen aspect ratio, that's the pixels themselves. So, so if you were playing this back in the day, like I did, you were not seeing square blocks making up the Tetraminos, or whatever they're called. And when you rotated a piece, it got slightly wider overall, and per block, than it was when it was, you know, the other way, or sideways, or whatever, anyway. So yeah, so all these people, all these years were playing Tetris with weird rectangular squares. Rectangularized. Which makes me wonder, like, did they make it that way on purpose? Did they want it wide? I mean, they would have, of course, known what people would have been using to display it, but did they just not worry about that? Were they just making it on some kind of monitors with perfectly square pixel aspect ratios? which there may have been. I mean, there certainly could have been. I don't know. Or did they? Yeah. I mean, what? Why? What? It's weird. Was that just the easiest way for them to do it, and they just didn't really care that it was going to be slightly stretched? And the squares wouldn't be square? Or I don't know. Kind of weird. Okay, I should probably get serious about clearing stuff off here. So anyway, so I'm not running this emulating, you know, NTSC, how it would have appeared on an NTSC monitor, because I want my squares, baby. So thanks to the power of modern HD monitors, we can finally enjoy this in perfect squaredom. Okay, we gotta drop some lines here. It's not really working out. Gosh, ding dang, oh, that's not helping. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Oh. Oh, that's gross. That's not good. Oh, well, yeah, this is not trending well. Only 31 lines though, what am I worried about? I just gotta get rid of this trash pile. Take out the trash like I just did before I started recording. It's trash night. It actually is trash night for my little neighborhood. The trash man cometh. Yeah, chill out, music, chill. Music, chill. Not getting it done. Come on, guys. This trash ain't taking itself out. Gosh dang. Okay, good. No, don't put that there. Put that there. These colors are kind of washed out. It's interesting. The algorithm is failing. Oh, why did I put that there? Oh, son of a gun. Don't panic. Don't panic. Son of a gun. I'm getting a lot of two row clears. I keep getting I-beams right before I have a clear shot at a big hole, you know. Ew. Didn't block myself that time, fortunately. Uh-oh. I chose poorly. Okay, we're getting down there. Oh, what? Oh, God. Oh, stupid. Oh, failure. Low failure, my old friend. Okay, I guess I cleared it up. Oh, that wasn't too bright. Well, this is a series of not bright choices, but... no, whatever. Almost there. Not that that means much. It's a symbolic victory. Oh, come on. Well, there I am. I'm down at the base. Not quite with the setup I want, but there we go. Now we can consider it done. Now all I have to do is not suck it up for 10 lines. Hey, a Tetris. Haven't seen one of those in a bit. I'm taking it. Take your triple. Well, that wasn't a smart play. What was I thinking there? Jeez. Not great choices here either. Arg. Arg. Oh boy. Oh, I got 100 lines though. I did it. I'm gonna get a tiny rocket at least. I don't know how many you gotta get the big rocket. I don't remember. I think like my brother got a big rocket back in the day when we were kids. And that was pretty cool. Oh, Tetris at 104 lines. Amazing. Another change that I made in Mesen since I played last was I turned off VSync. So I may be enjoying an additional frame of, 1 frame less of input delay, possibly. That could be helping, I suppose. But also, this NES Tetris is just so gosh darn smooth, it's ridiculous. Oh, no. Oh no. I could have had 4 more lines and I blew it. Oh, I thought I had a line there. No, it's too fast. Only see. Oh, I got a medium-sized rocket. Holy gosh. Oh, it's gonna hit the ceiling. Oh, it didn't hit the ceiling. I like how that old Onion Dome Palace is just resting lightly on top of grass blades. You can see clear space between the blades under the city. And that rocket just went through a brick ceiling. Well, this is probably the high point of my Tetris career. 58.5K. 58533. A number that shall be written in infamy. Okay, let's try some of the other stuff. Hey, I'm a Tetris master, man! I'm gonna cry. I've never been treated this nicely before. What am I spelling my name for like that? What am I doing? I don't know, I shouldn't put bad words in here, should I? I probably shouldn't. It doesn't save them. I can't think of anything proper right now. It's kind of a sad testament to my low level of development. Badasser. That's what I want. I actually don't want to restart though. I want it to go to a different type. I guess I just have to let it kill. Oh, right. The B button backs out. I guess that's actually useful in that type of situation. So what the heck is type B? I totally forget. I'm pretty sure I went through this with the NES Tetris as well. Let's do that. Let's do different music. Type 2. Oh, now I pick right, because it's like like blocks come up from the bottom or something. I wasn't actually quite sure how to switch to that other setting. I'm kind of curious what these little structures at the feet of the block drop shoot walls are, like little lighthouses or lanterns. Like, what was CANdiman doing there? I don't think there's anything like that in the Famicom Tetris background. Could be wrong. I'll link to I think it's a page on the cutting room floor site that had screenshots of the Famicom version where I was seeing the similarity. So this is type B, but I'm not seeing a difference yet. I didn't start with that other parameter cranked up, so we'll just have to wait and see if anything develops here. This music is sort of... it's okay, I guess. I was gonna say sort of nondescript. That's not... I don't know, it's just kind of... it's okay. It's better than nondescript. Gets kind of peppy right there. It's kind of like Western giddy-up music. Except not quite. Just kind of old-timey giddy-up music. Well, thanks for taking forever, I-Beam. At least one came. I shouldn't complain. There ain't no guarantee in NES Tetris. You could just be hosed for a long period of time. It don't care. It'll just laugh at you. That's the RNG, baby, as the kids would say these days. The RNG. Everybody knows about RNGs now. Oh, jeez. Like, I think the algorithm, I was reading the algorithm of this Tetris, and maybe it was GameBoy Tetris gives you more L blocks than anything else, something like that. That. Oh, well. You can't live with regrets. I mean, you can. It's better than not living, I guess. But you shouldn't do it if you don't have to. Just get on with things. Just giddy up with the old cowboys. This music gets pretty cool once it gets real excited, actually. It's like we're galloping. Oh, sheesh. Oh. Oh, boy. Well, Oh, I did it. So what the heck? Is that an airplane? So, did I just have to clear 10 lines and it took me that long to clear 10 lines? What was it? I don't know. 0, 0, 0 adds up to 3. I'm a Tetris master. Okay, Alex, Tony. So how do I... maybe it's... yeah, okay. So if I say 2 on level 0... yeah, so you get these pre-built up blocks. So I guess... yeah, so okay, so I have to clear 25 lines. And I start with a certain amount of garbage lines that I can specify. That did count as clearing a line. It's just clearing some of these garbage blocks, so those count as clearable. So that's interesting. Like, would it go better to start with a lot of garbage? Is that easier to work with? I guess if you're starting out at a low level, it kind of is, probably, right? Like, let's just... I gotta reset the ROM, but let's just play by the rules here. I wonder if the color sequence is different in Type B. So let's go with, well, level 0 and then height 5. Look at all that garbage. So height 5, is that like 3? Hang on. Oh, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So height 5 is 12. How does that work? 12 rows of 12, yeah, rows of garbage blocks is, well, whatever. I don't know how that adds up exactly. But in theory, this would give us more clearing opportunities or something. I shouldn't be doing this. This is it's not going great. Oh, jeez. Oh, I lose. Okay. I could have... well, maybe it's not so great. It's a gamble. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Level 0, I can do it. Well, calm down, music. You're gonna give me a condition. Wait, what music type is this? Shit. How am I figuring this out so poorly? Clear that line. Finally, we got some good stuff. Okay. All I do is complain. Why did I do that to myself? I guess that worked out. like one thing that was sort of bothering me about the NES Tetris is that I wanted to play it on a Super Game Boy, because then you get the additional blurs and stuff, which was cool, but they don't cycle every 10 lines or whatever. But on Super Game Boy adds noise, just like static noise. It's weird, even in emulation. I did it. I'm a Tetris master. I get a tiny plane. Oh, I got a bunch of tiny planes. Look at that. It's drones. Back in 1989, we got drones assaulting the Kremlin. It's ripped from today's headlines. How did they know? Kremlin floating on a sea of grass. I am a Tetris master. My name is quotation mark. Okay, I think I've seen enough of type B. Oh, so that was still music type 2, okay. So type 3. I remember this music type. I think I used to play this type fairly often. Although I keep thinking I didn't play a whole lot of NES Tetris. I think I played it more on Game Boy, and then by the time we got the NES one, it wasn't that new to me, so I didn't play a ton of it. I don't know though, I could be just totally making that up. Why do we live in the past? Like, would I care at all about this game if I hadn't played it at least a little bit as a kid, or at least watched somebody play it or something? Probably not. I don't know. I can't answer that. Like, how many of the people who were just like, you know, doing the super hardcore... Well, a lot of them were young. The people doing classic Tetris, as it's called now, you know, like high score videos and stuff. A lot of those are just kids, as far as I'm concerned. They wouldn't have played it back in the day unless they were very young and coming to it some years late anyway. Because if it was 89, can that be right? That could be right, I guess. Because the NES launched here in 85, right? That's like the one date I remember. I think. And then... it could have been 89, because it came out on Game Boy first, anyway. And yeah, Game Boy didn't come along until... must have been at least a couple of years after NES. See, I guess it was probably 89, like I think I remember it saying on the title screen, so... if somebody was, what's the youngest you could have played NES Tetris and still have some sort of memory that would have triggered nostalgia for it in you? Say like 3 maybe? And that's pushing it, but let's say you played it when you were 3. What would still be kind of the day for Tetris? You could stretch it up to, if we're talking it started in 89, you could go as high as, well, I don't think you should go past 95 really, because PlayStation 1 was out in 95. So let's say 94. So if you were 3 years old in 94, oh, now I have to do addition with years. I'm bad at adding years for some reason. If you were 3 years old in 1994, how old are you now in 2023? Well, that's 6 plus 23, right? 29. So I guess that's still pretty young by my standards. So I guess some of the older classic NES Tetris kids, as I would consider them, could have played it back in the day when they were 3 and come into it really late. I guess that's borderline feasible, but it seems unlikely. So yeah, most of them wouldn't have been playing it, wouldn't be playing it out of nostalgia now. They're just playing it because they like it. So I could be playing it because I like it, not because of some sort of nostalgia. Right. I just think it's a lovely game, and it sounds so good. This music is good, even though it's not the most classic Tetris music. It's still super good. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Uh-oh, music getting hype. Oh. Sheesh. I didn't even put it over on that other one. Oh, heck. Well, I should have... Oh, heck. Okay. Where was I going with this one? Shoot. Gosh dang it. I could have put... Oh. Oh, I did that all wrong. Go. Oh. Oh yeah, just keep loading me up with those. That's helping, like, oh. Gosh dang it. Finally I get a piece that fits. In my stupid brain. Nope. How do I get myself into this type of mess? Oh, great. Good. No, it wouldn't go. Gog. Anyway. Why was I doing that? Well, I'm never gonna beat 58K anyway. Might as well just retire. See, I never really got into B-type. Let's just do one. Well, no, you have to hit start. One more type A, or music A, or 1, or is it music? Whatever it is. Oh, that's a weird start. Look at that. That's a weird start, man. I don't think I've ever done that. I really haven't played enough Tetris, but still. This is all weird. Oh, man. Save me, Tetris. I was trying to make some kind of Hatris joke in my head. I don't know anything about Hatris. Why would I try to make a Hatris joke? But I was just starting to think, like, why didn't they ever they should have just been cranking out Tetris games, but I think the thing was I babbled about this for too long before that they just couldn't Couldn't come up with a better Tetris game. This one's too good. Oh, heck. Uh-oh. There, I didn't compromise. I didn't make any gaps. Now I'm gonna have to make some gaps. No. Now it's gonna be a mess. Oh, messy. Damn. Calm down. Ain't no big thing. Dang it. God. Oh, brilliant. Wow. See, we're just gonna chill out. Dang it. Oh, well, it's not Tetris. I like this color scheme. Dang. It ain't nothing. That wasn't too bright. Hey, a mid-range Tetris. Mid-range, I don't know. Homie on the range. Bam, another one. Right in the middle of the pile of getting Tetrises. That's how weird this has gone. Is that a Tetris? No, I wasted a... Oh, well. What a screw up that was. Oh no, it's not as bad as that one. Hello. Oh, good morning. Yeah, rotate that 4x4. Ah, cow. Well, that was not great. Just got my pile of garbage that I can't get through. It's all weird color garbage now, too. Like, I wonder how long it took them to get this color algorithm. And it still had a bug, but it's got all these cool color palettes it generates. This one is kind of faded, though. That didn't work. do. Okay, I don't need to make music sounds with my mouth. That doesn't work good. Uh-oh. Oh, bother. Oh, double bother. Oh, triple bother. Oh, this is going real bad. What am I doing? No. Oh. I got a Tetris though, that's all that matters. Oh no, now I have a huge garbage pile to work through. Oh my gosh. I guess that didn't go too bad, except I still have all this heaped at... Oh no, oh, it's not a Tetris. Look at these crazy killers. It's like 1776. Viva la revolution. Oh, that was good. No, that was real good. Oh my gosh. Well, this is probably gonna be curtains for America. Is it the same? It's gotta be the same colors that cycle through on a play though, right? It's not some kind of random thing per play. Oh no. Oh boy. Doing good. No, I couldn't even rotate that one over enough. That's dead. That's good. Oh. I got the tiniest rocket. Is that 5 pixels? Turn it up, baby. That upper cloud kind of looks like a woman's chest, or am I need to get out. Okay. Well, anyway, that's it. So, I got a medium-sized rocket. That was real exciting. I mean, my problem with Tetris ultimately, as I'm recalling now, is that I sort of get to a point where I don't really get a much higher score. Because I get to that level 9, 8, 9, 10, it's just like, it's too fast. Will I ever get beyond that? I don't know. How do the classic Tetris kids do it? You gotta like get some weird grip going. I mean, I'm using an arcade stick for Pete's sake. That's probably the stupidest way to play, but I just like arcade sticks, so I don't care. I didn't have an arcade stick when I played this back in the day. So now we're having real fun. I wasn't any good back in the day either, so it's it all works out. Well, rockets shooting off from the Kremlin. It's a good time for all. It's Tetris with this ROM hack that lets me play it because it doesn't have that much gray that strobes when I make a Tetris. So that's sweet. That's the NES Tetris Nostalgia ROM hack, whatever it was called. Whatever I said it was called. I'm going to link to that in the description below the video on YouTube. And have a Tetris-y day. Or night? A Tetris-y night. I guess that's what we were doing. There was a starry night. Now it's suddenly daytime over the Kremlin. But it was nighttime with stars and full moon, so that was pretty sweet. Okay, I'm going because it's daytime, which means I gotta go to bed, right? See you later.